In this video, we are going to show you how to export an example cabinet file using third-party cabinet software. In our example, we are going to use a file created in KCD for demonstration purposes. Now, the key point of this video is to show you the data that is required generally from third-party software products in order for the cabinet import processor to work in Vectric software. This is part one of a series of videos where we will show you how you can export cabinet files and import them into Vectric software for automated processing. Okay, so here I am in KCD software, but there are other software packages that are compatible with our importers, such as Cabinet Sense, Cabinet Parts Pro, and Mozaik. Now we're going to demonstrate the files that we need for processing using the importer, using KCD. But it is worth noting that with all cabinet software, including KCD, to please refer to their training materials if you're not sure of how to export the cabinet data, or if you're not sure how to use the software, because they'll be happy to provide you with help. They do have their relevant support teams and their relevant training materials on hand to help you to get to grips with their particular software. Now here in front of me, we have a finished kitchen cabinet file in KCD software, where we've designed it with various materials and sheets and layers in the data of this file itself as well. Now you can see this in the 2D view as well. So if I click on the top here to go to the 2D view, you can see this in more detail. You can see all the various layouts I've got here for my different parts. Now we need to export this into a format applicable for the cabinetry import tool for the advanced machining module. So what we need to do is go up to parts, and here we have a couple of options. In this case, what we want is KCD Euro. Now you can see here at the bottom I've got this option here for make a copy, but depending on the version of KCD you have, you may need to hold Shift to enable this button here, which is to click Edit. You'll also notice that I've got Include CNC Output checked here at the top as well. For now we're going to click on Edit and we'll have a look at some of the details of this export. So you can see here we've got a table of contents here. In this case we've got the cabinet construction, the back construction, and on the bottom right here we've got our quick load for our parts. Now if I go to the option G here, which is machine export, you'll see here when it loads in that we've got the layer detail for the file. And this is really important because we'll be using this layer data as part of the importer. So when you import this into Vectric software, we can retain the layer data, and then in turn we can use that to feed our toolpaths and make our setup a lot quicker and a lot cleaner. But with that in mind, I'm going to close out of this form and we'll have a look at actually exporting this out. So again, we're going to select KCD Euro, include CNC output, and this time we're going to click on calculate. So let's click on calculate, and you'll see that we get a brief loading bar there, and we also have the option now to enter a directory where we want the machine output to go to. Now in this case, I've got the option here for DXF Kitchen. Now if I click on Browse, another window pops up and it's telling me that this is under the C drive, the KCD software folder, the DXF folder within that KCD software folder, and then finally the kitchen folder within the DXF folder. And that's absolutely fine by me because I want my kitchen parts to be in the kitchen folder. So let's click OK. And you'll notice now it will now load through and get all these parts finished for us. And then wonderful, we have a preview of our parts now. So you can see on the left hand side we have select files, and we can go through each of these, and on the right hand side you'll see what these look like. So you can see here we've got our drill holes here and our vector around the perimeter here, and we can see the parts labeled clearly on the left as DXF files with the various vectors associated with each one of these files. Now, we can also take a look at where these are all housed. So as we mentioned earlier, they're found on the C drive. So let's pop up a Windows Explorer window to see where these files can be found. Okay, so you can see here in front of me, I've got my Windows Explorer window open, and I've got under the C drive KCD software, and we'll go into the DXF folder, go into kitchen, and here you can see all of the parts listed. Now at this stage, I should point out it is really important that depending on the type of cabinetry software you use, you need to make sure that all of your parts are in one folder. Now you may find that depending on the software that you use, you may have a parent folder with subsequent subfolders inside of that. That's absolutely fine as long as they're all housed within that one top parent folder. So if I scroll down here, you can see all the individual DXFs I can now bring into the software, and at the very bottom, crucially, I have my CNC list. Now Currently it says this is a text document, but if I open this in Notepad or Notepad++, you can see that this is a comma separated file. So you can see here with this comma separating each one of these segments, and it has the name of the file along with the details around it as well. So you can see the material here, the thickness, the width, the height, etc., all in that file. Now, another point I should also make here is that depending on the version of KCD you are currently using, you may see this as a CSV file or a .txt, but the important thing is this will be a CSV file, so a comma separated file, which we can then use to inform our cabinet import. Now, obviously, it's worth mentioning that other software packages may differ, but the crux is to know that these files are the files that you need and the folder structure that you need for the cabinet import to work correctly. And finally, I should reinforce that these are absolutely the files that we need for the import processor to work. And again, if you need any assistance with third-party training for the cabinet software that you are using, or any more information on exporting from that cabinet software, to refer to the cabinet software training materials or support team where needed. Now, in part 2 of this series, we will be showing you how to create the template. And then following that, we will be showing you the third video in which we will show you how you can easily process all the files with the template that you have created to import all of your cabinet data.